flex. The live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to anybody LDBC. Come on in, smash the like button. Hype the video. Share the video. Share the content. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us because he bites pillows with all of his teeth. Every last one of the munches. Ain't that right, Miguel? Miguel mad. Look, he mad. Tank voice. He mad. Look, he mad. I gave YouTube 34 minutes and 8 seconds of pep talk yesterday. That's all I gave him. That's all I gave him. And then I took my business to Rumble, and we had a ball. I'm going to start doing that here, too. I'm going to start doing that here. I'm going to explain why I'm going to start doing it here, too. With sometimes, some mornings, I'm going to explain why. Yesterday, I did the live. Analytics are telling me that 1.1 thousand people watched my live yesterday. And that little dollar symbol is in yellow. So I request a review. And they sometimes it takes them a day or less to manually review for them to say either great news is fully monetizable or unfortunately it's not suitable for all advertisers, so it remains in yellow. Funny story. On my boxing channel, that dollar sign's in yellow. On Pep Talk, the dollar sign's in yellow. But the day before, dollar sign was in yellow. Then they said there was a copyright on it. I had to write them a little note saying, nah, the music I used, I paid for that. So now it's in green. But if you go to Pep Talk, that same live on Monkey Tuesday, it's still in yellow. Oh my gosh. This is why I dual stream. And then when I ask these fools, hey, what's the criteria when you manually review something? It's like a 2-hour show. What are the people that are reviewing my stuff, what are you finding that says this isn't suitable for all advertisers? What part? Because you're really good at time stamping when someone does something wrong. So let me know what it is. Give me an opportunity to, maybe I want to delete that part. But there's no due process. And this is why I tell y'all, share the content. Because some mornings, moving forward, I'm going to cut this short in 15 minutes and y'all going to have to catch me on Rumble. It's really not about the bread. It's about principle. Y'all like boxing? Y'all like content? I didn't get on YouTube to make $1 billion. I didn't. But I always said if I made some money, I treat it like a business. I'm an LLC. I make pretty good money here. I really do. It's not, well, all money is life-changing money. And I paid a lot of bills, car notes and phone bills and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not making blue blood money. No. I don't do this for a living. I have a job. I say that proudly, especially in this economy. Woof. But I have gone on vacations with my YouTube side money. Yeah. I've done pretty well. But if I'm treating it like a business, the business has to act within the guidelines of what they tell us they do. And if you have a bunch of people overseeing our content unjustly, that's the problem. So in the meantime, while we handle that, because we're handling that, if you like our content, you come bother us on Rumble. Well, not bother us. Come listen to us on Rumble. You'll hear the music you want to hear, and you'll hear us unedited. And this thing with YouTube and these Gen Z fingernail painted, purple haired, picking the bear pillow biters, YouTube is going to be forced to ask them, what was that? Because guess what, YouTube? By them effing with us, they're effing with your pockets too. 1.1 thousand people watched my stream yesterday in total, probably in counting. And one pillow biter that you hired determined that all the ads can't be aired on my channel because he don't like what I said yesterday. Now, I don't know what I said yesterday. I was talking about Devin Haney in the list. So now I know Miguel hates Devin Haney. Miguel loves someone that's on the list. And guess who's on that list? Ryan Garcia. They do, y'all guys, you telling yourselves all the time. So let me just get this out the way. This ain't about him, but Ryan Garcia, and there's hope for you Miguels out there, because Ryan Garcia is in love with a humpback whale. A humpback whale that's a transgender, right? Gorlock. That thing literally looks like Big Mouth from the Smurf cartoon back in the days. Literally looks like Big Mouth. Big Mouth hungry. Remember that dude? Yeah. That's who Gorlock looked like. And this is just crazy work. Crazy work. Truth. Mauricio's in the chat. Don't hit him, y'all. I know who this is. Oh. So the ish we deal with. The ish we deal with, bro. I mean, I tell you, man. I tell you. Oh, boy. Anyway. Oh, boy. Anyway. Let's get to the smoke. Let's get to the smoke. I just wanted to bring y'all up to speed on what we deal with. But they lose in the end because they take it in the end. And if you hold on to your Bibles, you see what's happening, right? I don't want to get all biblical and spiritual, whatever you might not even be a believer, but here's what I'm going to tell you. You ain't got to believe. Just look around you. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. Y'all know what's going on with the Playboy empire? Hugh Hefner's dead and gone. And I'm sorry I skipped the roll call this morning. I just want to get straight to this. Hugh Hefner's dead and gone, and his empire is looking like it's about to crumble. Over his women blowing a whistle now. His his widow's about to blow the whistle. His widow, who's literally about 45 years younger than him. His widow is about to blow the whistle because it's self-preservation. I only know what they said yesterday, but that's about to fall. And at the same time, this Epstein thing is happening. That thing already fell. 3 million pages. They're talking about beef jerky being code for the humans that they deleted. The underage humans that they deleted, right? Pizza is code for a sexual act and kids, and that's coming out. And then you got this blonde haired chick, this bimbo, talking about apologize to Donald Trump, and no. All of this is out now. And I'm gonna say something else, and I'm gonna get to boxing. I promise you. Did y'all read the Second Amendment? Let me ask y'all a question. The Second Amendment, what is that to you? Type it in the chat. What do you think? Just a few words. What do you think the Second Amendment is? When Barack Obama, when a black man was voted president for the United States of America, and all these white folks started exercising their quote unquote Second Amendment rights, and they're showing up to rallies with their open carries in their states, and it became Barack is trying to bend the Second Amendment. He's trying to take our Bibles and our guns, and what's next? He's a Muslim. Y'all remember that? How old were y'all when that was? To me, that was yesterday. I voted and everything. I see the answer in the chat. I want to know what else y'all say. When I say Second Amendment, he says gun law reform. Well, it's around that, because that's what the white folks was telling you. Soon as that man took office, everybody wanted to exercise their open carry. That shit was all over the news. And I'm in New York. I never been to Texas. And I was like, they can do that? Okay, there's again, but they've been doing that. But why is it out loud now? What did Obama say about the Second Amendment? So I'm asking y'all, do y'all know what the Second Amendment is? Because for those of you that didn't pay attention to that thing, you just thought it was gun laws and Obama was trying to kill the Second Amendment, something he cannot do. He's trying to take our guns. Well, some of y'all needed y'all guns taken, but that's besides the point. But let me ask y'all a question. What was the Second Amendment? Well, I'll tell you, because here's the answer right here. That is the Second Amendment. If the government is failing us, we vote these people in positions because we feel they have the sauce to lead us. But if they turning into tyrants and they're not doing anything within the guidelines of what they were elected to do, I'm not saying like they breaking a promise. Like Mondami in my city is going through something right now. $5 billion deficit. I think the government's going to spot him $2 billion. And we're like, where the other $3 billion is going to go? He's raising property tax. Did y'all vote for that? I didn't. But that's another conversation. We have to work that out. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about a broken promise. Politicians do that all the time. I'm talking about when they're actively moving in a direction where it's like, whoa, hold on. Like these Epstein files. Now, let me ask you a question. And I promise I'm going to get to boxing. The Second Amendment is that. Right there. Right there. When Hillary Clinton, who's no saint, was running against Donald Trump, didn't some dude run up in a pizza shop with a firearm and got to dumping on people in there talking about, yo, there's kids in the basement? Y'all remember that? I'm just saying, if that fool got triggered by something he heard on the internet or read on the internet and said, whoa, there's kids, I need to go save the kids because Hillary got the kids in the basement of this pizza shop. Now, you heard me say pizza is mentioned several times in the Epstein files, the ones, the forms that were released to the public, right? So if this wild-ass white man grabbed his firearm in the name of saving children and got to dumping on a pizza shop, imagine you eating pizza with your family and bullets start flying. You're like, whoa, what is going on? And he's saving the kids. I'm asking all of you trumpets, that's what I call y'all, that stormed the White House. Y'all just went over there and start climbing the walls like the monkeys you really are. Storm the White House in the name of America? You're looking at these Epstein files. This is real. One of you trumpets ran over to a pizza shop and got to dumping on a pizza shop. Right? I'm asking, if y'all will hop in the White House walls, storming the Capitol, shooting up pizza shops, defending your Second Amendment right because you was in fear that they were going to take your guns and your Bibles, and the Second Amendment is basically to protect against a tyrannical government. Who's in charge right now? Who's in those Epstein files? Why are not exercising your Second Amendment rights? Why is the public not saying, yo, listen, man, release those goddamn files. Stop trying to distract us with nonsense. Release the files. Because I'm sure there's a Trumper out there that either they have a child that went missing that they never found, or they know someone that has a child that went missing and they don't know what's going on. But when Trump was running and he said Epstein and Hillary, you believe that? Where's your energy? I keep it very simple. I watched this thing. I'm like, this is the pipe bomb right here, Second Amendment. Those files should have been released as soon as we knew about them. 3 million pages, and then we just getting stuff. And I'm watching this bimbo talk about, oh, you need to apologize to Donald Trump. We should be worried about the Dow Jones. And no. No. Human trafficking is a problem in this country, in the greatest country on this planet. How are drugs getting into the neighborhood? How are guns being filtered through black neighborhoods? How are children still missing? Why is it taking 2 weeks for snow to melt? That's another topic. Why did Bill Gates need STD medicine? Why are people that are working at the docks that load up the boats with trailers, why are they quitting? Because they're tired of hearing people scream in those canisters. Y'all know about that? They're saying, I can't take this ish no more. It has to be, these aren't just a couple of people. Oh, then he's going to tell you that all the Latinos that hopped the wall, those are the criminals. Some of them were, but they weren't doing all of this. This is something else. What I tell you about distraction? Yeah, it's the immigrants. It's the immigrants. They're it's MS-13. It's the Venezuelans. Some of them were, but they're not kidnapping kids in abundance. That wasn't them. That was these fools. It's been them. In Chicago, you locking up kids, but the guns you getting off the street were military issued. Where did a fucking 14-year-old get a military issued a machine gun? Where'd he get it? And then when you lock him up, say, where you get the gun? I found it in the alley. Wait, where'd you get that rocket launcher? I found it in the alley. You're lying. Well, where did he get it? He's 14. He can't even enlist. Where'd he get a rocket launcher? You tell me where he got it. Where'd he get it? That happened to my cousin. Got arrested because the gun that him and his friends found, they tried to sell him. The store owner said, okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Police came up in there, locked them all up. Where'd you get it? We found them. Yeah, you ain't found them. We found them in an alley. It's all a setup. Do you know the Second Amendment? We've been getting played for decades. You guys are so racist. Y'all grabbed y'all guns and y'all let us know what? You have an open carry in your state? Fine, okay, you've been at that. But now you want to flaunt it because you got a black man in office? Wait a minute. What is the Second Amendment? Because now we're on Trump number 2 now. Now you should be, let me not even say that. I'm saying y'all already stormed the Capitol once. for no reason. And I'm just saying, what's going on with these Epstein files? What's going on, man? Kids are still missing. Since I was a kid, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? I'm like, where are these kids going? Do you know in the Bronx, in the South Bronx, mysteriously by Yankee Stadium, 161st Street. That's not even the South Bronx, it's the West Bronx. But for a while, there were teenage girls missing. And when the parents would go to the police, they would say, well, how long has she been gone? Well, she was supposed to be home at 9 p.m. It is 1 in the morning. Well, unfortunately, she has to be gone a certain amount of time for us to declare her missing. She might be a runaway. This will be a straight A student on an honor roll, doesn't even cuss, goes to Catholic school. Well, did she have any problems in the house? No! And it's a 2-parent household. Your daughter gone. Every moment they say they're not going to look for her, she's in one of those motherfucking canisters and she pops up somewhere in Rome being sold. You see what I mean? We used to tell those young ladies, man, stop flagging down these cabs on the Grand Concourse. Some of those guys are not really cabs. You saying I'm going 10 blocks down the concourse, he turning and going over the bridge, going on the FDR. Like, where you going? And he start kicking your ass. And you wake up in a canister. Stop doing that. These girls is missing. And then when they're saying, oh, well, no, they're not missing. Maybe she ran away. Why? Because we live in the hood? She was a straight A student. We had no problems. Get on your job. Where are these kids going? How are they missing? Epstein. This has been happening. Do you know the Second Amendment? All these crackers just talking. Let me step off my soapbox. And let me talk about some boxing, because boxing is a direct reflection of life. There's a lot of stupid shit going on in boxing, and then when I ask a question, hey, if it's this, why are you doing this? Some news just came out yesterday, and I'm going to talk about it probably tomorrow or Sillyman Saturday. A lot of news coming out. You see, all you got to do is just wait, because the truth comes out. BF, I watched his video this morning. I watched Blue Blood's video last night. I said, oh, that didn't take long. And like I said, your boy Keyshawn Davis this is the illest pump fake I've ever seen. I told y'all, but I'll leave that. Told y'all. I told y'all. These kids is full of ish. But I'll you know what? I'll wait till Sillyman Saturday to cover that. I'll wait till Sillyman Saturday to cover that because I got some things lined up. No, you know what? I'll wait till tomorrow. Because I don't want to sit on it. I'll wait till tomorrow. Because you guys are living, walking contradictions. And the truth came out by way of a sanctioning body. Because y'all don't want to listen to us. Y'all don't want to listen to the general. Y'all want to listen to Blue. Y'all want to listen to BF. He told y'all this already, but we just haters though, right? Okay, fine. WBO came out and said what it was. So like I said yesterday, wow, this kid is flying over to South Central LA and going to where they shot Friday and cutting promos and commercials. What did I say? Yeah, that's cute. That's funny. What are you actively doing to make the fight happen though? Oh, well, check his Instagram. You know, he said he wants to fight. Okay, yeah. But what is he actively doing outside of playing on the internet to actually get that fight done? That was my question. And I got no answer. You know what you know what I got? Dev's on notice. Dev's scared. It's funny. Dev has a whole list, but he's scared. I told y'all, it's everyone else's fault. I mean, it's Dev's fault, not nobody else's. Everybody wants to smoke. But it's always Dev's fault, right? But it's funny, there's a whole list. The only person that had no red tape and said, yo, I'm your Huckleberry was Brian Norman Jr. You ask any of these fan bases, you tell them, okay, what do you want your favorite fighter to do? Press came on here and said, I want him to make as much. He said, I want Tank to make as much money as possible. He never said a name, no opponents, nothing. He said, I want Tank to make, I want my boo to make as much money as possible. That's what he said. But ask him, what do you want to see Devin do in the next 2 years? He'll lay down a whole plan with multiple fighters. And he'll tell you that he won't win. So he said that he got Jack Catterall beating Devin. There go my brother Town Biz. Thank you. I'm talking about that tomorrow. Thank you. Like we said. Thank you. But we just over here talking though, right? Go subscribe to my brother Town Biz. Yep. All he had to do, I said this, I keep it so, I dumb this shit down. I said, didn't I say to y'all yesterday, yeah, man, that was cute. He ran over to the block. When he got out the truck, I said, oh, that's the block that they filmed Friday. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know what happened to Debo. He got hit with a brick. These are the bricks. I said, that's great. Okay, now, when the cameras went off, what did he do to actively try and make the fight, though? That was cute. But what did he do? And what am I met with? Active squad. Devin's going to move up when Keyshawn's ready. Active squad. I said, okay, that's great. But what is he doing? It's rare you see fighters get on their social media and show contracts. Yeah, we're fighting next. Derek Chisora and Deontay was FaceTiming, and Derek Chisora says, I have the contract. We're signed. We're ready to go. We're fighting. That's what I'm talking about. Derek Chisora is about that action. Active squad? Really? All I asked was, okay, where's the paperwork? Nothing. And somebody effed around and found out on Twitter. They asked somebody from the WBO and they responded. Okay, if this is what you want to do, this is what you need to do. And Keyshawn knows that. But y'all let him play in your face because you don't like Devin. Y'all like the idea that somebody wants smoke with Devin, but it's just an idea. See, these kids are just playing. But I'll pick that conversation up tomorrow. And y'all don't have to like it. Stop me when I'm lying. Derek Gaines, the legend, in that super chat salute, he says, Ohio has the most missing black children at 61%, even though we're only 16% of the state's population. Virginia leads over all, followed by Cali, then New York. Where are these black kids going? And I'm going to tell you something. Right up here, y'all saw all that footage in the Bronx where those kids ran up in the mall? You know that's my neighborhood, right? Some of these little YNs need to go missing. I'll just leave it at that. Not my kids. I told them, yeah, you know not to go near that mall today. You know what I told them? Old school. Go near that mall. I'm going to F you up. Straight like that. Go near that mall. I'm effing you up. I'm effing you up. I'm beating your ass. And they kept their ass in the house. They said, you know, we ain't even going outside today. We got video games. We got food. That's right. Yep. All right, Pops. Yeah, exactly. Go sit your ass down. Don't even play yourself. Sit your ass down. Well, they ain't like that, but I'm just saying I don't want you around that. Anyway, speaking of active squad or inactive squad, let's talk about suing. Why did Mauricio Sillyman sue Bud and Shakur for breach of contract? Why didn't they sue? I'm sorry, I skipped the roll call. I just wanted to get to the smoke. I see everybody. Salute. Coach in the building. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother, Coach Hudson. Coach of the Truth Tellers, salute. BVO, I see you. Main biker, salute. Why didn't he sue them? Now, I don't know much, but let's have a conversation. Let's brainstorm here, because I don't know everything. I don't know everything. Why didn't he sue? 88, what's good? Why didn't he sue? He kept referring to the contract. It's in the contract. You move up, I get 3% of your earnings. We said, Mauricio, it wasn't a WBC bout. He said, so that it's in the contract. Now, here's the thing. If it's in black and white, he's right. Not technically, he's right. If it's in writing, no matter what you do, when you have my belt, if you move up to fight in the IBF, the WBA, the WBO, whatever you make, you still got to pay me 3%. If that's in writing, everybody in the WBC signed for that. So he's right. If it's in black and white and he signed and Shakur signed, he's right. Isn't that breach of contract? Bud, same thing. If it's in writing, then everything else is what? My boy told me, it's all nigger babble. It's in black and white. And you signed for that. Now, I don't know how it's worded. I didn't see it. The way I do, but what I don't know is what's the punishment? Pay me my money or else. Or else what? We take the title. Go ahead, take the title. I'm not giving you the bread. But can he sue? If you move up, win a belt, and that has nothing to do with the WBC, you still owe me 3% of those earnings. If not, I'm taking my belt back. Is there anything that says, hey, well, I'm taking my belt and I'm entitled to half of that 3%? Is that in writing? Or is all you could do is take the belt? I'm asking y'all, could he sue? Could he sue for his 3%? For Shakur? Could he sue for his 3%? For Bud? I'm trying to get y'all to see something. If that part is not black and white, the financial part is not black and white, fighters obviously will say, man, F the belt. I don't care. Drop it, which is what they did. Right? Take that vomit green belt. You break your own rules every day. Uh-oh. Maybe that's why he didn't try to sue. Maybe if he tried to smash the gas, say, no, you're going to get, it's in black and white, man. You're going to give me my 3%. And I'm saying to myself, he technically could sue for that, right? Can he? I don't know. But can he sue? Is that in writing? If you don't give me my money, you drop the belt, you still give me my money, or, whatever. You know what I think? Because I don't know if that's in writing. I'm just brainstorming here. You know what I think? I think it's what I said the other day. I think if this idiot sued, everybody in the sanction, everybody in that sanctioning body, especially at 47, they could class action his dumb ass. Because here's my next question. How would you feel if you was in the rankings and this man is just pulling people from all directions and putting them ahead of you? Is it in the rules that if a fighter's more popular than you, then it's at their discretion to put them ahead of you? Is that in the goddamn rules? Where's that? And then he sat there and told Chris Mannix, hey, man, we sit down every year with people from Thailand and China and West Bubble Schmuck. and we decide the rankings, and we don't care what they did, whether they played soccer or kickboxing. You heard him say kickboxing? So let me get this straight. He's a kickboxer. And then he wants to jump in the WBC rankings, but because he was nice at kickboxing, you want to move him up. And you're sitting there ranked number 8, and this guy jumps in the rankings at number 4. You're like, what the fuck? What has he done? And you say, you look at his box rank, he only had 5 pro boxing fights. Why is he ahead of me? And then Mauricio, he has 108 knockouts in kickboxing in K1. Well, that's K1. It says here on box rank, he got 5 wins and only 2 knockouts in 5-round fights. And he's ahead of me. I might be ranked number 8 in the WBC, but in the BO, I'm 2. In the IBF, I'm number 1. In the BA, I'm a mandatory. I'm number 8 here, and he just got this guy from Argentina and threw him all the way up to 3. Man, get out of here. For me to become the mandatory to some guy, some Latin dude that you love, and right when I'm about to fight him, you invent the franchise status because he's done that before. So I'm asking you, why didn't he sue these 2 dudes for breach of contract? I'm just asking. Leon says in Texas, 73, in Texas, a man called Dean Carl was trafficking a record of grapes and murder. No cap. Dean Carl of Texas. Let's Google him. Dean Carl. American serial killer. Dean Carl was an American serial killer and sex offender who abducted, raped, tortured, and murdered a minimum of 29 teenage boys and young men between 1970 and 1973 in Houston and Pasadena, Texas. He was aided by 2 teenage accomplices. Oh my gosh. David Owen Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley. Now, the Epstein files. Do y'all know? Did y'all hear about that fool Epstein ordering 3 or 4 tractor trailer loads of that acid to his island? And I'm like, why is he ordering that chemical? That chemical can decompose a human body, even the bone. So basically, you jump in you cannonball in that, you're not coming out. Now, why did he order that to the island? Why did he order that? Man, don't talk to me. All you wild ass the Bible Belt in the United States, the middle of the country, all those red states. You Christians that are worried about your open carry laws. All I'm saying is this would be the time. But you know what? In good faith, whatever your faith is, you can't fight against this because you stand for it. Because some way you've participated in it. Because guess what? That Bible Belt, those red states in the middle of the country, the most Christians and the pro-Second Amendment people, you know what else? They did a study. You know what else? When I say they, I'm talking about people did analytics on it. The most corn purchased and circulated is in that same area. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. These people are living, walking contradictions. I follow this dude on Instagram. What's his name? Robert Harvey. It's a white guy with glasses, right? Every day he's posting somebody that's caught, and these aren't allegations, these are mugshots. People of prestigious positions in life. Tay, good morning. Prestigious positions in life. Getting caught doing some lewd act, some of them involving kids. Some pastor was just arrested for sniffing teenage girls' drawers, and his mugshot is there. And then I said, this can't be real, and I swipe. They show him getting escorted out of a school, arrested. And then I Google it, and boom, there it is. I'm like, oh, snap. You know how many Republicans got caught with lewd acts to children? It's been happening all 2025, 2024. I'm like, what is going on here? It don't make the news like that. It was one Democrat there, a black dude. Dudes be in the church. Some guy just got arrested for doing a lewd act to a child. A priest. Don't talk to me about the Second Amendment. Y'all ain't gonna bust nothing. Y'all running up to the White House. Joe Biden wasn't even home. That stupid woman got bucked in the face. That wild cracker came in there looking like the Viking descendant that he was. Slap on the wrist. All of that for nothing. Now your man got back in the White House, told y'all that, Hillary Clinton, she's good. She's friends with this guy Jeffrey Epstein, and there's children missing, and they're eating the dogs. Okay, we heard you. Yeah, Bob, I know about that. He gets to the White House, and everyone's like, hey, man, what's up with Epstein? Why are we still talking about him? Wait a minute. That was a part of your campaign. Now you don't want to talk about him? Oh, wait a minute. This is you and Epstein in 1990? That's you, Jeffrey, in your hands around the throat of a girl? How old's that girl, 10? Wait a minute, man. And your name is mentioned in what? We didn't get all 3 million pages of the Epstein files, but your name is mentioned in there? Hold on, man. No wonder you're pooping on yourself every time you're in public, because it's going down. This is not going to end well. This is so simple. You're going to find out everything that we've been talking about was real. Guns and crack getting put into our neighborhoods. The pandemic. Population control. All of it's real. Missing children. They're eating kids. Y'all know these wild crackers used to eat black people? It's in the book. Look it up. These are the descendants of the demons. I'm telling you. We call them devils for a reason. Adolf Hitler burned Jews. Yeah, I said it. He did that. Is that the work of a man or a devil? I don't care how you feel about them. You don't burn people in the fucking oven. You don't do that. King Leopold II. Hitler, hold my beer. The African Holocaust. You don't do that. That's the book right there. The Delectable Negro. They used to burn us and eat us like beef jerky. Yeah, exactly, Brown on Boxing. Did you know that? They ate Nat Turner. These people are animals. So you touch a nerve and see all of this, how black people are treated. When I see YNs ignoring the history of this thing, it's deeper than Malcolm X. It's deeper than Dr. King. I know Jesse Jackson just died. But you notice I ain't putting up no RIP? There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. That dude was compromised. But I ain't gonna go there. But when I say boxing is a direct reflection of how black people are treated, and then they try and mystify the whole process by saying, whoa, there's black millionaires in boxing. No. There's a reason why Bud got out the game and says, I'm not sacrificing my stuff for money. He got out the game. He's lucky. Andre Ward, similar thing. Not the same, similar. And when I see all these YNs treating each other, not giving each other opportunities. When I see Mellow Yellow saying, I giveth and I taketh away. No, you're supposed to break bread with your brother or brothers. You YNs don't even know what's going on. It's deeper than that. Everything I'm talking about it's all connected. So when I see Mauricio Sillyman doing what he wants to do in his sanctioning body, right when Jamal Charlo was supposed to get a Canelo fight, he invented a status because it was good for business. And when we said that back then, the Canelo fans celebrated. And I looked at the WBC and said, why are you doing this? Years later, he told Chris Mannix, the reason why I put Conor Benn in the rankings and why I took Ryan Garcia off of a loss from 140 to 147, he basically said because it was good for business. But they didn't earn it. And here you have Devin Haney literally out here with a list, willing to fight everybody. Win or lose, he's willing to fight everybody, and y'all don't respect it. And here you have Shakur capping. That's why we call him Shakap Sanchez. And you now, as of yesterday, it's been proven, like we said, Keyshawn capping. But y'all running behind these fools sucking up nuts like a vacuum. I don't have to lie on these dudes. You can feel like how you want to feel. But you sound like a woman. Women go off of feelings. I'm factual. You could beat him? Show me. You might. You could beat him? Show me. Devin said, man, I beat Tank up. I said, Dev, show me. I'm looking at Tank. Oh, yeah, you the badass? Mix it up. Whoa. A-side not, he don't want to fight. What's going on here? Uh-oh. We got a duck. Why's Devin suing? You don't sue in boxing, get it back in blood. I don't hear any of you knuckle dragging, big lip, hairy knuckle monkeys saying that Ryan Garcia got Rolly Romero problems. I don't hear any of you saying it. There's no suing in boxing. What did Oscar just do? He filed a whole restraining order against Team Boots and Eddie Hearn. A restraining order to stop them from fighting. I thought you don't sue in boxing. You know what Devin was suing for? His rematch. The suit was for breach of contract. Did you read it? It's online. Read it. Plus, this motherfucker cheated, Ryan. And what do I still hear? Get it back in blood. You guys are ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. And now I'm asking, hey, man, Shakur and Bud, that's breach of contract. Now, I don't know what it says, but I know if I'm in a legally binding contract with you and you signed it, and you break that contract, I should be able to take you to court for my bread. $120,000 is a lot of money, man. $300,000+ is a lot of money, man. So between Bud and Shakur, that's about $450,000. That's borderline $500,000 that they said, F you, we ain't giving it to you. Why isn't he suing for that money? I'm just asking. Main Biker in that super chat, he says, Captive Squad is my new name for them. Yeah, Captive. Exactly, Anthony. Wilder had to sue Fury because he tried to get out of the third fight. I'm like, yo, bro, you signed for this. Hey, watch this. If Deontay's lying on Fury, Deontay said, sue me. Because he's been saying this. Sue me. Getting online and saying, oh, I'm the Gypsy Queen. Oh, it was a clean fight. Sue him. The documentary's coming out. Sue him if he's lying. You ain't gonna drag my name. You was a liar, bruh. Yeah, Shelton, he was in arbitration literally crying real tears. Y'all don't know that. He was crying real tears to try and get out of it. They said, look, man, cry all you want. This is in black and white, man. Do you know Tyson Fury told the judge that they were being racist towards gypsy people? The Americans. The black ones in particular. Did you know he said that? Don't ask me how I know. So he's a victim now. You coons are sickening. You coons are sickening. You call us haters. Oh, you just hate on Tank. I'm like, F it. You know what? Okay, good. I hate him. I can say you put that coat on me, I squeeze into it, but I could justify it. You can't justify why you hate Devin. So now Shakur got all this newfound fame. Because it's newfound. He was never a rock star. He just had a small fan base. He was never a rock star. He was never a rock star. Never. Don't get it messed up. He was never a rock star. Devin was the rock star. Because everybody want to see Devin lose. Mind you, all I see is the work. So please explain to me how this fool isn't suing these dudes for breach of contract. Please explain. I mean, what do you think? Maybe there's nothing in there. Yo, if you don't give me my money, whether you defend my title or not at a higher weight division, if you don't give me my money, that's cool. You're gonna come up off those belts. If you don't pay me my money, we're gonna strip you down here. Shakur was done a disservice. That fight had nothing to do with T.O. That had nothing to do with the WBC, but he still wanted 3% of his earnings. And he said it's in black and white. So if he breached that contract, Mauricio, why aren't you suing him? Bud was a little different. Yeah, Village Brother, we're racist against gypsies. Man, I don't even know what the hell a gypsy was. I didn't even think it was real. Last time I saw a gypsy was on Scooby-Doo. I'm dead serious. I thought they were like witches. Stuff like that. Scooby-Doo, man. I didn't even know they were real people. Pardon my American ignorance. Come on, man. I didn't know what the hell a Samoan was until I saw Sika and Afa wrestling. I said, what's that? What are they? Samoans. Oh, are they real? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. The island of Samoa. I go to school and the teacher said, oh, they're Tongans, the island right here. I said, oh, it's a real place. I didn't know that. They all look like that? No. But I was also 10. I was also 10 years old. The fuck? Shit. What a way to introduce a group of people. Have them grow their hair all wild and talk that language and eyes all out their head with beards. Like, what's going on that island? I need to know where that is so I can fucking avoid it. I didn't know, but I have an excuse. I was 10. What's white America's excuse? Idiots. I'm a Christian. I got guns and Bibles. Every time I turn around, somebody getting arrested. These sun dodgers are getting arrested for doing something to a child. It's ridiculous. These are the dudes telling you Jesus Christ is king. And then they're getting arrested for raping an 8-year-old. And it'd be a boy. Like, what? What are you? All right, man. Good message, wrong person. You heard what I said? Good message, wrong person giving it. Ridiculous. You active squad fans and you tank fans, you guys are like red states. You guys are like Trump supporters. It's right there in front of you. The truth is right there in front of you. And because you have an unconditional love for this fighter or an unconditional hatred for a particular person, something that Barack Obama went through. It didn't mean you was a Trump supporter so you hated Barack Obama. You just hated Obama. So by default, you like Bush. By default, you even liked Hillary. By default, you just didn't like Barack Obama. For whatever your reasons was. I'm just saying, show me the truth. And here we are in the midst of these Epstein files, and there's everybody in there. And y'all don't want to storm the Capitol now. So by default, I already know what it was really about. Same thing with Mauricio Sillyman. Give him a minute. He finally told the truth. I said, what is a franchise status? I want to see Maul versus Canelo. We never got that. He'll tell you, PJH, what up? He'll tell you the reason why he didn't strip Jamal, because I knew this was coming. Oh, well, he's not racist. He let Jamal hold that belt for damn near 2 years. And I said back then, I said, nope, that's symbolic. Now, he got on and told Chris Mannix, Jamal told me the only thing that's keeping him alive is this WBC title. So he said, wait a minute. He told you that if you stripped him, he was going to commit suicide? That's right. Basically, that's what he said. Y'all heard it. So that's why you left him with the belt? That's not why you left him with the belt. You let him hold on to that belt for symbolic reasons. Drew, what do you mean? He didn't want anybody to beat Jamal Charlo but Canelo. And after Canelo beat Jamel, he immediately called out Jamal. Didn't I tell you it didn't matter what the circumstances was? Jamal would have gotten me. Jamal will lose to Canelo now. He'll lose because his head ain't in the game. He will lose. And 2 decades from now, all the Canelo fans, all they're going to care about is that he has 2 Charlos on his resume, and they will just totally ignore the circumstances. Much like Guillermo Rigondeaux is on Lomachenko's resume. And they ignore the circumstances. Watch this. Muhammad Ali is on Larry Holmes' resume. Let that marinate for 1 second. Now stop. What do we know about that fight? What was it, 1980? Ali was super past it. He was already sick. Like when I say sick, like he had shades of his Parkinson's going into that fight. That wasn't the real Ali. But he's on that resume. You look at Fury's box rec with, you see Deontay there 3 times. We know the circumstances. Hey, Keyshawn got a no contest. Keyshawn got a no contest on his box rec. For what? Weed. Weed. I could be a douche and say, hey, weed is a masking agent. I could be a douche. He was supposed to fight Edmund De Los Santos. What happened? 4 pounds overweight. Your kid openly admitted, hey, I suffer from depression. I want to kill myself. I used to drink before fights. But you don't need no father. Wow. It's amazing what a hug from a father could do. A hug from a father, a phone call from a father changes everything. Got so mad at those Vargas boys. Talk about the father could get it too. We don't even know what that is. We don't need that. I beg to differ. You wanted to commit suicide? You drinking and smoking? You supposed to be a pro fighter? But watch this, y'all. Devin's the one with PTSD. Devin the one who's chinny. Devin's the one with pillow fists. How many times Shakur broke his hands? Devin's the one that's a weight bully. How many times did Tank Davis and Shakur miss weight? But who's the weight bully? All I see is Devin being a professional. You guys expose yourself daily. My brother Freedom's marching that super chat salute. He says, this is for inspiring my next live stream. Why storm the Capitol for a silly stolen election and not for young guns being trafficked by perps protected by our government? That's how they say it. The government. No Second Amendment rights now. Exactly. Brother, you know, I keep it simple here. But you and Trill Will and Coach Hudson and BF, y'all get deep into it. I keep it simple. But listen, I did about a half hour on Pep Talk yesterday. I shut it down and went over to Rumble. That thing that's about to happen with the Playboy Mansion, I'm willing to bet somehow Epstein is going to be involved in that. It's going down, man. Y'all better learn some scripture. It's going down. It's going down. So Dick Sanders says, why does Wilder fight in Saudi? And we all know the Saudi, I'm reading the house written, the Saudi use slave labor. He is a hypocrite for the bag. Drop the link and let me cook you. No. See how easy that was, ladies and gentlemen? See? I'm not going to entertain that. You just want my attention. But get my likes up. Make another account, come back, get my likes up. And I'm not entertaining you. Dick Cylinder is your name? Dick Cinder? Yeah, I'm a Dick send you to the trash. See how that works? For all of you that create content, let me explain something to you. Your block game is your strongest asset. I got Matumbo in my paint.
Not today.
Shout out and rest in power to Dikembe. I don't know his full name. He has a long ass name. See how that is? Your block game. See, that's what angers trolls. That's what angers them. Thank you, Copper. He don't want to talk about that. That's the only place you'll get a fair shake. You don't like what Saudi's doing? Don't support it. I bet you he watches Riyadh season. Slave labor. I'm up here talking about kids right here in America, quote unquote, the greatest country in the world, land of opportunity, right? And I'm talking about kids being kidnapped and put on oil tankers and shipped all over the world. He's talking to me about Saudi and slave labor. And I know this clown is American. You see how that works? Dissect that. All that was him wanting my attention. Well, you got it, and you got Matumbo. So let me talk about inactive squad and why isn't Mauricio Sillyman suing? It sounds like breach of contract. Now, I haven't seen anything. Maybe he can't. But Oscar sued, right? He got a restraining order. Yo, understand, bro. Oscar, are y'all following that with the Virgil Ortiz and Boots thing? They signed the fight. Oscar legitimately got in the way of that. Are y'all following that? I ain't speak on it yet. Remember, I don't want to be first on anything. I'd rather be correct. So I let news marinate for about a week or two before I say anything. But so far, are y'all seeing this? A restraining order. But all Devin wanted was his lick back, and y'all talking about you don't sue in boxing. That's what y'all said. Y'all said that. I'm like, man, why y'all acting like... I'll admit the style of lawsuit is unlike anything we've seen, but we've never seen a cheating ass Latino get caught on this level and then crash out on the level that he did. We've never seen that. So welcome to planet Earth. It's a first for everything. And he still has black fans. Or does he? Where were those black fans after he lost to Tank and then fought Oscar Duarte? That was on free TV, man. It was in Houston, and they closed off half the arena. Rod Neal was there. I thought he was a pay-per-view star. Wrong. He needs a dance partner. A black dance partner. You know why? In the words of my brother Champside, the world needs a black punching bag. And this dickhead that was just in the goddamn comment section, he likes a black punching bag, and he's more than likely black himself. Don't talk to me about slaves in Saudi. You didn't say anything when I was talking about kids getting kidnapped. In Pizzagate, in the Second Amendment, he was quiet. And then he brings up Wilder. You see why I don't talk to monkeys? You see why there's a show called Monkey Tuesday? Because I specifically point them out. It's for the monkeys. It's for the big lip orangutans with hair on their back. Them. Your Air Force Ones look like a glove. Because your feet look like your hands. Your cartwheel is perfect looking ass. You're an animal. Main biker in that super chat, he says, Lil Bow Wow was 14 years chilling in a Playboy mansion. You already know what time it is. I turned around, I heard Justin Bieber singing gospel, apologizing to Jesus. I said, what is going on? Did y'all hear that? Okay. 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 Y'all know they killed Michael Jackson? Macaulay Culkin's like, yo, man, nah, you know, Michael wasn't like that. He was actually trying to save the kids. These people that survived Epstein Island, I think one of those chicks got shot at and she lived. Another person got shot in the dome and they said they tried to rule it a suicide. They were like, no, there's no way this person shot himself. It's like that dude that snitched on the CIA, the white guy, and then they found him. They said he committed suicide. They said, wait a minute. He got shot in the back of the head. I was like, well, it's possible you can commit suicide by shooting yourself in the back of the head. Yeah, but two bullets? 2 bullets with a semi-automatic weapon. You got shot twice in the back of the head. Suicide? Now let's make the lateral move to boxing. I was just talking about trafficking and storming the White House and the Second Amendment, and this fool came in here talking about Deontay being a sellout. Don't want to talk about how he was robbed? You want me to sound like an asshole right now? Watch this. Watch this. I'm sure those slaves watch boxing. They're not in chains or nothing like that. They have running water. They wash their ass. How many knuckle draggers stood up for Deontay Wilder? Knuckle draggers don't stand for anything. You see, black people are diseased. We're diseased. I did a whole show on that Russian dude running around in Kenya and in Ghana, smashing all of those black women. And I'm like, what's up with that? But those same black women will say, hey, black men don't protect us. They don't protect us. Well, y'all didn't use protection smashing on that white guy. Y'all didn't use any protection because the word on the curb is he has an STD. I saw videos of him. People started uploading it. And if you look real closely, every 10 steps, he's scratching his balls. There's clearly something going on there. His pickup line, hey, you look good. Thank you. You live here. Yes, come with me. And they hopping in the cab. That's the line. But if your black brother says, hey, man, don't trust that Russian dude. What are you doing? Oh, shut up. This is why I don't talk to you. Okay, good. You know, one of them bitches was married, met him, and drove back to his place in her husband's car. Don't take my word for it. It's just a story. I'm just talking about it. The self-hatred is at an all-time high. Those chicks got everything they deserved. If they caught an STD from Sergey Kovalev's cousin, not my business. So what I did on Pep Talk was I stopped the live and I made the lateral move to Rumble and I cooked their ass. And the word on the curb is he has a Russian girlfriend that she said that dude got the HIV and he wanted to give it to as many women as possible. If that's true, because I don't know if that's true. If that's true, all you queens in Kenya and Ghana, rest in preference. Because we didn't do it. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't talk about how we don't protect y'all and we're the most attacked. No. Y'all are free to do whatever the hell y'all want to do. And y'all did it. Leave me out of it. Boxing, please. The monkey in the chat had nothing to say about Fury, had nothing to say about missing children, but he wanted to attack Wilder because he wants my attention. What that was, what you witnessed was infatuation with me. You want me to do my live with my shirt off? That's what you want? You want me to oil up? He getting hot now. He getting hot now. You getting hot?
What are you, a homo?
You getting hot now? You want me to do my stage routine when I was in high school? You want me to do my stage routine when I was flexing? I still remember it. Hey, y'all, that's why I turned my camera off. Because I was getting creeped out at these dudes looking at me, bro. Y'all remember when Sir was up here and I'm like, yo, what's your problem, man? Talking about, yo, when they get on there and they start talking that bullshit, I abandoned ship. I got low like a stripper booty. Oh, what did you say? You, what? Sir, you're a married man with a child. That nigga a liar anyway, man. You don't like us, but he was sniffing dick around Coach Hudson's channel. Got him. And he ain't been back since, to my knowledge. He ain't been back since. Truth tellers. Because I ain't got to lie on any of these clowns. All I want you is away from me. You can watch me, but watch me from afar. Don't talk to me about no slaves in Saudi, because not enough black people got the back of my brother Deontay. Don't talk to me about that. I said, Bud, man, why you down in Dubai talking to Daniel Kinahan, brother? Did anyone tell him about that guy? I was concerned. What about that? Hey, Shakur, Keyshawn, Devin, Tank, y'all should be breaking bread. Forget Loma. Freeze him out. Forget Ryan. Freeze him out. But these little knuckle draggers, these YNs, don't worry about yourself. Can we talk about the term YN real quick? I would prefer YK. I tried it when I was on Facebook. Ew, what is YK? Why you keep calling me YK? You a young king. I can't call you young king. Had some knuckle draggers say, nah, that sound gay. Okay, all right. All right, nigga. And then about a decade later, this thing, because this YN term is only about a year and some change old. It's only about a year. Y'all prefer to be called a young nigga than a young king? I mean, I want y'all to think about that. And I knew I had it when I heard it on ESPN. I just so happened to be watching it one day. I really don't watch ESPN, but it was just on my TV for whatever reason. I'm a man. I'll flick a channel, and when I'm like cleaning up around the house or something, it ends up on sports. It's just second nature. And this dude from the NFL was talking. He was on the set with some girls, some women, and he said, man, yo, man, those YNs on that team. And they were like, oh, and I stopped and I said, did he just fucking say YN on TV? The world knows what that. Wow, bro. Wow. 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 You dead ass said YN. You dead ass said that. Man, we work. Oh my God. Y'all never understand why I get upset. Y'all will never understand that. Do y'all know why I let Prez back in here? It's actually for a lesson. I had dropped the link and then Prez showed up and he was talking with some sense. But I had blocked him, if you remember. I had a rule, man. You don't disrespect people that I consider family. My LDBC fam. And when I blocked him last year, he said something crazy about Blue. Blue's my brother. Boxing aside, that's my brother. And I just asked him, yo, don't do that. That was not unreasonable. And he did it and I blocked him. I had dropped the link a whole year later. He clicked the link. I said, okay, I let him up. And he was talking with some sense. He emailed me. I had to dig in the trash. I unblocked him. Let him back up here. I only ask, don't violate me on my panel and don't violate my family on the panel. We can have a conversation without insulting anybody. That's the rules here. That's my rules here. We can have an intense conversation and be screaming at each other. We ain't got to insult. We ain't got to do that. That's the rules in the strong house. Don't do that. But when Tank got in trouble, Prez got on my platform and said, oh, I don't deal with Tank no more. He a woman beater. That's what he said. And I said, well, I appreciate you talking with some sense. Not that I want Tank to go to jail. I done told you, I don't want that kid to go to jail. I'm calling him a kid, but he's in his 30s. Still young enough to be my son. But he got to get right. So you would think Prez understood that. Then insult to injury, this dude goes on a 2-week run, and the U.S. Marshals had to get involved. So now when he's caught shopping in a fancy district for clothes. He's released on bail, and now Tank fanatics are laughing. Not because he's out of the woods with this court case, but they're celebrating the fact that he got out and the quote-unquote haters were wrong. Because we was like, man, this don't look good. He might not get bail. He got bail. Okay, he got bail. So what? What are you ahaing about? Now he got to go to Baltimore and deal with that woman that said, I don't want to see you in my court again. So it's not over. So I'm on record saying I don't want to see him in jail. I'm on record saying, hey, man, if he does go to jail, hopefully he gets to 6 months because I want him to continue his boxing career. I'm on record saying that. Because I want to hold him accountable. I want to see if he's still the best. Y'all say he's the best. I want to prove it. Magically, Prez disregards everything he did, and he's back on that bandwagon. And when I asked him if the kid only does 6 months and he gets his career back on track, what do you want to see him do? What does he say? I want to see him make as much money as he can. And then I asked him again, what do you want to see him do? Move up and get as much money as possible. He never said a name. He never said get belts. He never said fight his contemporaries, nothing. He said money. But if you ask Prez the same question and remove Tank and put in Devin, he will give you a 5 or 6 fight plan of what you want Devin to do. First of all, Jack Catterall, he's mandatory, but there's no money in that. But he wants Tank to move up and make as much money as possible. All right. Second of all, you think Jack Catterall will beat Devin. That's why you want to see him. So you think Devin's going to lose to Catterall. But there's a litness of people that I think will beat Tank, but you didn't even give me a name. You see what we're dealing with here? Do you see? Am I lying, y'all? Do you see what we're dealing with here? Have I lied? That's what he said. You ask any of these guys who are fans of Shakur and these new Keyshawn fans and these Tank fans, there was T.O. fans, they're dead silent now. You ask them what do you want your man to do? They say something bland like, whatever he wants to do, I'm with it. But what do you want to see him do? Whatever he wants to do, I'm with it. And they always talk about money. Ask me, Drew, what do you want Devin to do? You see that list? Whatever he want to do on that list is next. I'm with that. Everybody on there. And then when we tell you that Turkey Al-Sheikh says it's hard getting Devin to fight, it's not because Devin is the problem. It's everybody else. The purpose of the show this morning is to prove that everyone's a living contradiction. Yesterday, I said, your favorite fighter, Devin is who you want your favorite fighter to be. And I'm pointing out another contradiction this morning. There's no lawsuits in boxing. Why didn't Sillyman sue these two dudes? You know why? Because if I'm in the rankings, I'm going to find a way to sue his ass. I'm ranked number 3 in your sanctioning body. Ryan was fighting at 140. And you pull him up to 47. ahead of me because it makes sense business-wise? Did the people in the sanctioning body, did they sign up for that? Did when you sign up and when you get into the WBC rankings, do you agree that at any point the WBC can put whoever they want ahead of you? Do you sign up for that? Is that in writing? Maybe it's in writing. Because if that's in writing, then there's nothing to discuss. You know you're a mandatory, but if Mauricio Sillyman says there's a guy at a higher weight class that's willing to come down or a lower weight class willing to come up, and he has a whole country behind him, so F your mandatory. We got to run this first. You know what we're going to do with you? We're going to give you an interim. We're going to give you an interim title. That's what we're going to do. Watch this. Not our 88, not step aside money. They're going to give you an interim title like they did Ajit Cabiel, because Cabiel, he's supposed to be fighting Alexander Usyk, but Usyk could do what he wants to do at this point. So Usyk will have another fight, and Ajit has to wish upon a star, and maybe he'll get an Usyk fight in 2027. But in the meantime, he's going to give Ajit Cabiel an interim title, and he's going to pay sanctioning fees on that belt. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You heard what I said? You're not going to get a shot at the real belt. I'm going to give you the interim title, and then told Mannix he's happy for that. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, Village brother. I don't know, brother. Is it? Is it? This is why I don't care about Zuffa. Y'all fighters better go ahead to Zuffa. Shout out to the Van Houters. Go on to Zuffa. Because the WBC and the rest of these sanctioning bodies have devalued their own brand. So it don't make sense. Prez is here. He says, why am I being spoken about in a negative light? Well, I'm going to ask you the same thing that I say about Tank. Stop me when I'm lying. Prez, did I lie on you? Yes or no? I never lied on you. I didn't get on here and start saying, oh, well, Prez is a bitch-ass nigga, and Prez did this. No, I just said what you did. Everybody was here, saw you do it. I just told the story about you. I didn't ask you to come back here. You asked to come back here. I dropped the link. You came on Talking Sense. I let you on. You backed out of Tank, and then all of a sudden you're back on the Tank bandwagon. I didn't say anything. No, Prez. Everybody was here. There is no context. Everybody was here. Everybody was here. Everybody was here. I didn't lie on you. There is no context. You said what you said. I don't put words in your mouth. You said that. We all heard you. I ain't lying on you, and there's no context. Everybody was here. And you stand on it. So keep standing on it, young king. Keep standing on it. I don't understand what. And did exactly say was wrong? What does that mean? Oh, and what exactly did you say wrong? No. If you don't feel you're wrong, you ain't got to feel you're wrong. I'm not here to change your mind. Stand on it. Stand on it. I know what I know. Stand on it. Welcome down Van Howder. Exactly. Stand on it, young king. Stand on it. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I'm really not. I know what I know. I told y'all years ago that Mauricio Sillyman's a liar. I asked y'all why y'all believe in Keyshawn. I just played a video when I spoke to him about a month ago now where he lied directly to my face. And his bullshit got debunked in 15 minutes after I spoke to him. Now, how could I believe what you say when I see what you do? So if he lied to me on something so minuscule, what makes you think he's not lying about this Devin shit? And lo and behold, the WBO came and spoke up. Now what? I don't have to lie. What do I always say, y'all? Just let them what? Put it in the chat. Just let them what? Y'all know. Y'all watch me enough. So, young king, when you say context, everybody heard you say. I don't cut you off when you talk. I let you talk. You said what you said. The conversation was 140. If Tank beats his shit, pause, he beats his case and continues his career and goes to 140 because there's nothing going on at 135. But Abdullah Mason, he's not doing that. What do you want to see him do? You said make as much money as possible. And then I asked you again, and you gave the same response. I don't care if he wants to retire. I don't care. What did Lennox Lewis do when he retired? He fought Vitaly Klitschko. And he said, you know what? I won. I'm done. But he fought a contemporary on the way out. And Prez, you're lying because there's context to my question. You're lying. Now you're lying. You said because Tank wants to retire. I said, I don't care what Tank wants to do. I asked you, what do you want to see him do? You forgot that? So you want to talk about context. Prez, you don't want to do this with me. I promise you, you don't. I've debated for a living. And when people debated me, it was the cuffs go on their wrist or they walk away. Do not play games. I will put you in a spin zone badly. What the fuck is this? Hold on a second. It's stupid. What people calling me on my phone, man? Press, don't try and clean anything up. Don't even do it, bro. Don't even do it, young man. Don't even do it. You said what you said, and I gave you space and opportunity. And I stand on it. If I asked you, what do you want to see Devin do moving forward? You will give me a detailed list of at least 4 to 5 names. And then you'll say, he's ducking. But I asked you, what do you want to see if Tank beats his case and in 6 months, in this year, if he can continue his career, what do you want to see him do? Oh, move up and get as much money as possible. And I asked you that twice. I made a short video about it. And I said, what? Yeah, and now you're saying, oh, because he wants to retire. I don't care. I don't care what he wants. I asked you what you want. And you ain't give me no names. And he's surrounded by nothing but contemporaries. You ain't give me no names. You are a fan. I am a supporter. There's a difference. There's a difference. Don't tell me that the fighter that you support can beat everybody, but hasn't fought all of them. And don't villainize me when I say all I want to see is the damn fights, and then you call me a hater. Huh? Wait a minute. He's the boxer. He said he wants to do this for a living. You're telling me he's the best in the game. He got all of this unfinished business, 15 to 16 names, from 35 now to 47, and he don't want to do nothing? Oh, fight him. Oh, he too big. Well, fight him. Oh, what has he done? The Shakur fight for unification was right there at 35. What did Tank say? Fight him for what? I'm not like fighters. I just want to get my money and get out. Fight Shakur for what? What has he done? The Baltimore. That's what he said. Well, not the Baltimore part, but that's what he said. That's your guy? He was supposed to fight Lomachenko in 2018. He was supposed to fight Shakur at 135 for unification. He was supposed to answer Keyshawn Davis when he said, I'll beat up light skin. He was supposed to answer all of that. Lennox Lewis answers that. Devin Haney says, run it. Tank just runs his mouth. That's your man. Please stop trying to defend that dude. It's over. But first things first, he got to beat his case first. I hope he beats his case, because he's going to prove me right again. He's not fighting anybody. He wants to get his money and get out the game. That's why you said what you said. Not because he said he wants to retire. You should be firing off names. Oh, I want him to get Devin. I want him to get Keisha. Because he's better than all of them. I want him to get. What he's going to get is his ass whooped. All those belts at 35 getting exchanged. Tank ain't do a goddamn thing. Y'all want to see an immature answer? Look at that. See? I ain't got to make this up, y'all. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be doing fine on Instagram. Floyd Mayweather uploads pictures of him with stacks of money in front of him. What happened? He has to sue Al Heyman for $340 million or Showtime. They have to settle for $130 million. Now he's coming out of retirement to fight Mike Tyson. You think Mike Tyson's going to pull punches on Floyd like he pulled with that white man, Jake Paul? I could put an Instagram post up today and make me look like a goddamn millionaire. Man, I only made $110,000 last year. And it was blood money. I'm tired. Stop it, man. You don't qualify to have these conversations with me. You really don't. That's why I let you back in, because hopefully you can learn something. But I don't know. When you say context, I don't think you're listening. You hear it, but you're so quick to respond, but nothing's registering. You're so in defense mode of this guy that really doesn't care about you. Tank don't fucks with you at all. Whether you like him or not, he don't fucks with you. You know that. Tank assaults women. You know that. You said you stopped fucking with him because of that. And now you are here defending him. You see? There's something called keeping your word. 1 minute you told me I don't mess with Tank, he beats women. Now you're back on the bandwagon. Wonder what happened. Anyway. Amazing. Shout out to Elijah Pierce. Let me do something for my brother. He's fighting this weekend. That brother's like 4 hours upstate. Prez, what you said right here still don't make sense. You don't like his actions outside the ring, but he's still the best fighter. He hasn't even proven that, bro. He hasn't even proven that. Let me shut that down right here. You see this? He hasn't proven anything. Thank you, coach. Double-minded, double-tongued. He hasn't proven anything. He hasn't proven anything. See that? All that's food on the table. And he was the A side in all directions from 135, fuck that, 126 to 147. Well, let me leave 147 out of it. From 126 to 140, he was the A side for a long time. Before and after the pandemic. You see all of this? He didn't do it. I left off Sandor Martinez. Left off a couple of guys. I left off Nakatani. The only person he fought on this list is right there in the middle, at the bottom. Lamont Roach. How'd that work out? And I said, okay, maybe he had an off night, grease in the eye and all that stuff. No problem. Run it. Run it back. And what did he say? I giveth and I taketh away. That's what he said. Prez, am I lying? That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. All that food on the table. Ain't nobody over there was ducking tank. They wanted that smoke. They definitely wanted that payday, right? Right. I ain't got to lie on that kid. But I'm gonna put some information here. I want y'all to donate to the wolf on the hunt, Elijah Pierce. He has a fight coming up. He'll be fighting upstate New York. Where's that? Let me see. He's fighting in Verona, New York. That is 4 hours from me. Oh, you're going, K-Rod? I'll let him know. 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 But I like to Camille Moulton is on that card, by the way, y'all. And Elijah is fighting Para. And I support the young king. And I like to give him a little extra change, for sponsorships and, just a little pocket change. Because y'all know the business is a dirtbag business, and he's just fighting for rankings right now. And it's this Saturday, J-Man, yeah. So if y'all can hit his Cash App, let him know, for the love, Drew sent us. I don't care what y'all could donate. Just give it to him. I just sent him a donation this morning. Should be a great event. But that's little bro. And speaking of Tank, he's one of the guys that whooped Tank's ass in sparring. Yes, he did. He absolutely did. I'm not lying. He did. And when he posted it to show Tank love, saying, yo, I was scared to death because he just knocked out my boy. So I went up in there, and when I started fighting him back, he quit. But he left that part out. He says, yeah, I was scared to death, but salute to you for helping me. Somebody forwarded it to Tank, and then Tank jumped in his on the thread and was like, yo, F you, whatever. He's like, oh, well, F you too, because you know what happened in this sparring. Since you want to talk about it, you quit. I said, oh, shit. Tank has a habit of quitting against guys that are better than him. So that's 3 people that bust Tank's ass in sparring. That's Elijah, Devin, and Brian Norman. It's probably more. So y'all make sure y'all hit up my young brother's Cash App. Give him a donation. You know what I'm saying? So he can get something to eat or whatever. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. But this is how we support, y'all. We don't abandon ship. Elijah's my guy. The wolf. Yeah, press sparring and sparring. But if Tank is knocking people sideways and sparring, y'all say, hey, sparring and sparring. right? Y'all don't say that. Y'all say Tank is leveling niggas and sparring like Leonard Ellaby. Tank a star. Tank knocking out middleweights and sparring. But Devin too big though. Right, I got it. You see how that works? That's what Leonard said. That's what he said. But sparring is sparring. Watch this. Errol whooped Floyd's ass in sparring. That happened. Did he fight him in the pros? Uh-oh. Watch this. I heard a guy named Daniel Dubois knocked out AJ in sparring. I said, who's Daniel Dubois? Literally 2 years later, I see him. I said, oh, is that the guy that did it? And then they asked him. They said, Daniel, is it true you knocked out Anthony Joshua in sparring? He said, oh, yeah, it's true. That's what he said. He wasn't trying to lead with it. He didn't want to talk about it. Daniel Dubois had some troubles in his career. AJ's career, it was a little better. But they finally fought. And tell me what happened when they fought. Who took a dirt nap? Wasn't Daniel. Uh-oh. But sparring is sparring. I know. Sparring is sparring. Sparring is sparring. You know who else sparred? Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. Who called for that fight? Deontay. Who stopped the fight? Shelly Finkel. Why? It was in his best business interest. He said, I got to keep these guys away from each other. Deontay called for that smoke. Vladimir didn't. And Shelly said, I'm just not doing it because I work with both these guys. That's what happened. Speaking of Shelly Finkel, I got a quick story. When they were in Brooklyn, right? And Clarence McLean was there. We were all there. We were in Brooklyn. And they were doing road work on Flatbush Avenue. Now, I know Shelly Finkel is damn near 80 years old or whatever. He might be older than that. And they were walking up Flatbush Avenue. And they're about maybe 20 feet in front of me, right? So I think it was me and Tay Jones walking, right? And I'm looking, and the ground is uneven. And that man tripped, and it looked like the end of the world, bro. I said, oh, shit, man. No man that age should be falling like that. And we ran over there. His finger was all bent in crazy directions. He's bleeding. We was like, oh, shit. So we had to call an ambulance, and I think his daughter was there, and his son-in-law was there. Nice people. Called for an ambulance. He went to the ambulance. You know what I'm saying? But he was all right. Marcellus comes walking up the street. Marcellus walks up the block, and he says, "Hey, he got hit by a car." I was like, "Bro, chill. What? Nah. Because when you're not from New York, I mean, I see traffic like that every day. And when the lights turn green, it look like a damn freeway. And when you're not from out here, it's kind of intimidating. And they had the street all dug up. It was crazy. So you're looking for a place to cross the street. So we was kind of like babysitting them, like, yo, don't cross there. Wait, don't cross there. You know what I'm saying? But the ambulance came and Marcellus walked up. He said, hey, man, he got hit by a car. It's the way he said it. I was like, bro, chill, bro. Nah, he fell. He fell, man. Marcellus had me rolling, bro. I was like, chill, bro. He said, yo, he got hit by a car. I was like, chill. Damn, bro. Anthony says, for the kid boxing, man, salute to you, good brother. He said, for the kids boxing, man, salute to you, brother. Make sure, I appreciate that, but make sure, I'm going to put it again. Y'all hit Elijah Pierce Cash App. Y'all got Cash App. Hit his Cash App. Hit him up. And he'd greatly appreciate it. You know what I mean? I want to make sure the young king is okay. You know what I mean? This is just something I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I sent him $100 this morning. I'm saying? Whatever y'all want to contribute, I don't care if it's $1. Just do something for the young man. You know what I mean? He's following his dream. He got a daughter. You know what I mean? He's about to be in title contention. And if he can get that Inoue fight somehow, I want that for him. I want that for him. This kid is highly skilled, man. He's about that. It's about that action. I got you, Anthony. I'll do just that, as a matter of fact. I'll do just that. It's no problem. I'll do just that. No problem. Brandon in that super chat, he says, sparring is sparring when Tank is getting whooped. Exactly. When that edited footage of him and Devin came out, his fans acting like it was a real fight. Exactly. Sparring is sparring, but when the edited footage came out of him and Devin, it was like, see, he got fucked up. But I'm like, yo, I knew about that sparring years ago. And when they said, who sparred? He said the kid Devin and Tank. They said, well, who won? Floyd Sr. said, tuh, who you think? Tuh. He said, who? He said, the young kid Devin won. Who you think won? And then when Floyd got into that argument with Tank, magically the real footage came out. But wait, stop right there. Hold on a minute. You know who was there live years ago when that happened? Ellie Seckback was there. And everyone said, hey, man, Ellie was there. Ellie, release the footage. What did Ellie say? I'm not releasing the footage because of my loyalty to Tank. Reporting. I said, wait a minute. Your loyalty to Tank? What does that mean? Does Tank tell you, man, when I whoop people's ass, don't release the footage, Ellie? Does he tell you that? Or you're not releasing the footage because you saw what we already knew happened? And the pipe bomb is there was thousands of dollars on that sparring and Bill won. So I said, what are we talking about? I ain't talking about nothing. Just Tank a pussy. And when Tank hangs it up, they're going to say, hey, Drew, here's his resume written on a paper. Hall of Fame or nah. And I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to say,
This should be in the trash.
I'm going to ball that fucker up and throw it in the trash. Next. Y'all want to make y'all mad? Make Tank fans mad right now. You ready? How do y'all feel knowing that Teofimo Lopez has a better resume than Tank Davis?
You fucking bum.
Say it one more time. How do y'all feel knowing that Teofimo Lopez has a better resume than Tank Davis?
You fucking bum.
Uh-oh. Hey, I don't like to say that. But look it up. Teo fought Shakur. Teo fought and beat Lomachenko. Teo fought Sandor Martin. Teo fought Jermaine Ortiz. Watch out now. Oh, no.
You fucking bum.
Make you mad, don't it? Don't make me mad. I'm just saying, hey, man, what the hell, bro? Watch out. Keyshawn fought Jermaine Ortiz. Watch out. Shakur beat Teo. Uh-oh. What do they all have in common? They all duck Devin.
Whoa! What the
Stop me when I'm lying. Anyway. Tank fans, y'all need to be exercised like demons. Let me take my power. Let me take the power of the Lord in my right hand and put it on your forehead. and repeat after me.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Say it loud and proud.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
One more time for the Negroes in the back.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Did it work?
No!
I'm sorry. I tried. Anyway, mother after WBC, Mauricio Sillyman didn't sue. I don't see all the brainiacs talking about you don't sue in boxing, because you don't sue in boxing, but you sue in boxing. Oscar De La Hoya just stopped the whole fight, and the peanut gallery ain't saying much. But tomorrow, I got a lot more to say about your man's actor squad. Oh my God, this is gonna be funny as hell. So salute to y'all. The general's on. Let's head over there. Way past my time. My apologies. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Yeah, man. Y'all be on the lookout for Pep Talk. I'm telling y'all right now, go follow me on Rumble. Gloves come off over there. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Negro!